Alright, looks like we are live. Gonna check the usual bits and then get going. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, should be good. Mic is unmuted? What mic is this? Is that the right one? Okay, should we get... Okay. Hey guys, we're the Rager. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to Lord of the Rings: The Return to Moria. We are returning to the Return of Moria. We're back. It's a little busy. The last other days, you know, we did Defiance yesterday, I want to say. Yeah, because yesterday was Friday. That's when it came out. So we took a look at Defiance. It was pretty good. A little bit of server issues. They're still doing some maintenance on it, but looked pretty good. So yeah, we're back to Moria. Gotta get through this eventually. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. It'll just take time, as these things always do. Middle Earth Enterprises. Neato. Maybe they'll be handling any new Middle Earth games we get. North Beach. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Giant Chicken Man, we've seen this. Get to the point. Yes, we know. Free-range games. Jesus, you don't have to hit me with the splash page every single time. Like, we know. Come in. Come in. Hop to it. Yes, no, maybe. Shows the splash screen just fine, but load the actual game takes a minute, of course. Ain't it always? Ain't it always? That's just the way of it. I'm gonna sit here and do some math problems on Duolingo. Why not? Waiting on this anyway. Let's see.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
Yeah.
It is time we told it ourselves.
That's great. That's very cool, but where's my game? Okay, there it is. Yeah, press any key to skip. Try to skip it. We skip it. We skip a meep. Skip it a beep it. And again, it's a very cool opener. It just, you know. Is that supposed to be there? I don't think it's even supposed to be there. This is supposed to be the door and all that. Weird. Game might be bugging out a bit on us today. For no reason. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this real quick. We gotta get back to it. Of course, it's gonna be a long-ass fucking math lesson on Duolingo. It could just be a quick thing. Ain't it always? Ain't it always? Sorry, I give the game time to load up in the background a little bit. Forget it. Just do that later. Gonna be doing it later anyway. Back with your fur. Yulper's back at it. We were in the Elvish Quarter, setting up little headquarters there. The Elvish headquarters, if you will. That'll work. Yes, let's go. Chris Garcia, welcome in. Good to see you. Typical game crash. Yep. Happens all the time. That's modern gaming for you. Another bit of modern gaming is shit being overpriced for no reason. I just heard the new Marathon reboot, remake, whatever the fuck, you know, whatever people want to call it. That Marathon game from Bungie that's coming out is going to be like $40. And I'm looking at it like, really? You make an extraction shooter, and then you make an extraction shooter in the age of free to play. Like, I mean, it would be fine, but I know for a fact they're gonna try to do microtransaction shit. Like, you just know they're going to, right? Like, that's the age we live in. Because it's like, it's one thing if a game is free and it has like a season pass or battle pass or something in it. Like, okay, that's all right. That's normal now. That's like, I mean, I think it's fucking dumb, but like, you have to monetize the game in some way, right? So if you make a free game, then you monetize elements of it that are, you know, like whatever, right? It's like MMOs do this regularly, where if a game, you know, for MMOs, which it's just something that's always baffled me with MMOs, is the idea that there's some that you subscribe to, and yet there's also then microtransactions in the game. It's like, what the fuck? Like, some of them were just straight up free, right? Like, some of them were just straight up free, and it's like Defiance, when we were streaming that, there's like bank slot, there's like inventory slots and boosts and stuff you can buy, and XP boosts is one thing, but you know, usually they get monetized with like, I don't know, their shit. It's a whole fucking thing. What is on me? Where's my inventory? What happened to my inventory? Eh? Also, the game's running like absolute ass right now. What the fuck is... I'll uninstall the game right now if you're gonna start randomly being a piece of shit for no reason. You're at ultra performance and everything. Like, you gonna load up right? Or am I gonna install you and go play another game that's optimized correctly? Okay, I'm checking out OBS. Should be fine. Okay. Gems. There we go. Yeah, it was the game loaded in for a minute. Okay. We gonna do this? We gonna do this or not, bud? These are your options. Why am I at 50 frames a second on OBS? What are we doing here? Okay. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it one chance before we quit Return to Moria for mostly ever. Because I don't play this. I'm not having a great day to begin with. Part of my brain was like, no, we really shouldn't be streaming today anyway. But I wanted to play video games. I wanted to stream something. I mean, I could just as easily go start on Astroneer. It's literally right there. We could just as easily go play Astroneer or something else. That's, again, actually optimized properly. Instead of just something that's thrown together and then, you know. And again, the only reason I'm not, like, mad about it, like, I'd be pissed if I spent any amount of money on this game. And, like, what is their actual sale? Hold on, let's see. What's their retail sale on this fucking game right now? For it to still give me problems, right? Because it's been out for a while. They're still to this day they're patching it and updating it, which is good. But it's been out for a while and it still has these kind of issues. No, that's not at all. Skip it? Okay, so this time we actually got the thing. I think maybe it was just some background thing that didn't load right. I don't know. But we'll see. No, I want to compare this now, because you have the gall to make a game that does not function perfectly every time I boot it up. You've now disrupted this. Let's see. Moria. So, how much do people charge for this game? Okay, so on sale, you're charging $16. On the face of it, that looks like a decent deal. $25, that is pushing it. That is pushing it for a game that you're not bothering to optimize at all in any significant way, shape, or form. Yeah, no, that's a little rough. I mean, it'd be one thing if the game itself was like, oh, wow, this part, like, everything in the game was immaculate, but it's not. It's a fun game. You have a good time with it, but the combat is a little clunky, and there's, I mean, just the whole, like, basically it. Yeah, like half the game is combat, half the game is exploration, so 50% of your game isn't that fun to engage with. You know, the building stuff is pretty neat, right? But yeah, I can see why this was, you know, $25. Like this is definitely a smaller game, probably made by people who are not, you know, industry vets. I mean, did they make anything else just to compare it to? I mean, they made something called Spell Drifter, but that was like a turn-based thing, so completely different. Some $5 VR game from 2019. They're working on something called Reckless, which looks like goofy ass Tony Hawk co-op game thing, kind of, maybe. This is weird. Reckless is a love letter to skateboarding culture with play with up to. Oh, of course it's coming to early access. Why wouldn't it? You know, why wouldn't it come to early access? God forbid you actually get proper funding nowadays on video games, and they actually see. Like, this is the egregious part to me is you have a $25 game which you still have not optimized. Right? It's been out since August. We're going on what, almost. I mean, they're never gonna optimize it. They're just gonna do everything that modern devs do, dump it onto Unreal Engine 5, and just let it sit there. And be like, oh, there's a problem with lumens, or like, not our problem, we didn't make the engine, we just used this engine, instead of optimizing the engine. Instead, it's like, what the fuck ever. I know other games that are in Unreal Engine, and the devs actually put work in to fix it. So, like, this is the egregious part. $25, alright, that's pushing it. But you would think that'd be feature complete, all the content's there. No, they have fucking $5 pack for the Rohan cosmetics. They then have the soundtrack for $8, which is, okay, yeah, game soundtracks usually go for around 10. And then, you know, soundtracks I'm not opposed to, right? That's fine, because every game has a soundtrack. If you have an original soundtrack, you want to sell it, maybe somebody likes to listen to it, and they want to support the game. Cool. But that one's not so much. Yeah. But it's like, you got these other ones. You got $5 for the digital art book. Like, I'm sorry, but do you guys remember back in the day when you bought video games and they had like a manual with them in the case? And if there were like tips and tricks and things, that would be in the manual. Why the fuck do I need the digital art book? It's a digital art book, mind you. $5 to look at images on my computer, which I'm sure nobody's ripped this off and put screenshots up online, or people could just look at it anyway. Again, like, what the fuck? Like, $5 for that. $5 for the Entcraft pack. Like, this is the part that pisses me off. August is launch. They launch with the soundtrack and with a digital art book. Okay, fine, cool. Their first fucking DLC for this game is in December here. 99 cents for the Yuletide pack. It's just a fun little Christmas pack for $1. Okay, that's fine. And then the very, like, alongside it, literally same day, they're like, yeah, $5 Rohan pack. What? What do you mean $5 for a Rohan pack? And then, what's the next things they do? They do the Endcraft pack in March. So that was like, what? 3 weeks ago was their latest DLC for this, and it was yet another cosmetic pack. This one's $5 fucking. Like, what? So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try and play your game, and this is like the last chance I'm giving it. If it still fucks up, it's not on me to fix. It's not on the player to come in and change up, you know, stuff in their game files, right? Like, that's like Satisfactory, where DX12 or whatever wasn't working. I had to use DX11. I had to force run it at DX11 instead of 12. But it, like that's, at least there was like, okay, here's a way to boot it in, you know, safe mode, and when you do that, it run these options, right? That's easily done, something I could Google in 5 seconds, right? With this, there is no way to fix this. Like, I don't think there'd be any way to disable the lighting or whatever the fuck is causing the game to run so poorly. If it is. You could do a stream where you search games you like to play and put a tier list from great to mid. I mean, we kind of do that with Next Fest, Garcia. That's kind of what Next Fest is for anyway. But, you know, no, we could do anything on stream. It's like, my shit, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. You know? And again, do I think the devs mean for this game to be bad? No, but again, the fucking technical side of things is always left to the wayside. What the hell is wrong with modern gaming? Remember when video games were more tech than art. Therefore, the tech had to work. You could not afford for the tech to be shit. You couldn't push it off on the hardware and say, "Oh yeah, your guys' hardware just needs to be better. You need the super up to date." Dude, in this fucking economy, who is buying new computers? No, like seriously, like if you make, whatever, right? If you don't make fucking enough for that to have disposable income, who the fuck is making this money? For like, okay, let's theorize here. So the just on the hardware issue of like, oh, just buy hardware. Okay, cool. So we have my state currently, from what I know, has like the minimum wage is going up, but I think right now it's like 12, and then the end of the fiscal year is coming up, and then it's going to switch over to 13, or it's already 13. I'm not sure. Anyway, point being is, I'm seeing a lot of places at 13, starting at 13, so that tells me the minimum wage is probably taking effect. So we got 13 an hour, right? Let's say 40 hours a week. If you're working full time, but for minimum wage, and then you do that, that's like $2,000 a month. Okay, cool. So the best case scenario would be living with my parents and splitting the rent, which would be like $800 here. So this is assuming this is assuming I was working for minimum wage at full time. That would still be $1,280 in a month, except it's $100 for my phone and my insurance, whatever. And then of course it's like another $200 for foodstuffs for the month. So best case, absolute best case scenario, I'd have $980 of her. So it would take me, the best case scenario, it would still take me like 2 to 3 months minimum of spending on literally nothing else. Like not going to eat out, like not doing anything else fun, right? Just to get that new computer. And again, this is working under the assumption that you're getting a certain wage and a certain amount of hours, which they're not giving you 40, because they give you 40, then they have to pay benefits. So that's why jobs today always do that. They always put everybody as part-time, even if they work you like it's full-time. Because there are fucking countries that consider 30 an hour full-time, because it is, right? That logically, it's like, that's a significant amount of your time, Like that is a significant amount of your time. So yes, we might as well just call that full-time and give you benefits and all this. And again, the reason they do that is so that companies can't dodge the benefits thing in their laws. But in America, companies not only can dodge laws, they can write laws, and we have legalized bribery. It's bribery in this country. It's crazy. But yeah, no, just on the tech side of things, back to games though, it's like, I am so goddamn sick of games on technical side. It's one of those things where I almost want to like test the games beforehand, before I stream, like do a private test stream that nobody sees, just to see how it's going to react on stream, and then be like, oh, this game doesn't run well, put it at the bottom of the list. I'll get to it in 3 years when I've got an actual up-to-date computer at that point. But again, this should not be on the player, and it doesn't have to be on the player. It's demonstrably proven that there is nothing wrong with using, these modern game design techniques, right? There is nothing wrong with it. You can use modern engines, you can use UE5, there is nothing wrong with that. But you still have to do the work to optimize. You can't just put it on the system, because the system just puts it on the hardware. And so if the hardware isn't perfect, then the system doesn't run right. And if the system doesn't run right, the game doesn't run right. Simple as. Threat Interactive, like I said, if you want to know more about like game optimization stuff, please go watch Threat Interactive. The dude breaks it down so well as to, try count, right? Vertices, render distance, depth of field, all these elements like lumens and light bounces and things like that. I think that might be a big factor in what's making Moria not run as good as it could run. Okay, so it seems to be better now, maybe? Potentially? It seems to be back to what I'm expecting of the game, at least. So maybe it's just a bad launch. Which, again, there should be no such thing as a bad launch. I should be able to launch this game 50 times and have the same experience all 50 times. It should run exactly the same. But, yeah, no, it's a little ridiculous what it is. But Threat Interactive, he breaks it down. And, like I said, lumens and shit, like lighting is the #1 enemy of all video games. Like, there are two things that will kill a game super quickly. Having the wrong poly count on something, right? So having too many polygons, too many faces, too many tries, vertices, whatever, right? So the rule of thumb, as a 3D artist, is to use as many, triangles as possible to optimize your your thing, because it's a whole thing. We could get into a whole thing of art, but it's just you wanna have the least amount of polygons. That's why baking details in and things like that are necessary. Same thing with lighting. On a technical side of things, technical artists have to worry about lighting. They can't just throw lights in a scene and call it a day. They have to wonder, when is the light going to get cut off? What parts of the light? Bake the fucking lighting into the map. Nobody cares. Nobody is going... If you can't get... it'd be great if you can have real-time lighting on something, and it looks great, and it runs perfectly well compared to baked-in lighting. Cool. Go ahead and run it. Nobody's saying you shouldn't do that. You should make the game as pretty and awesome as you want it to be. But if there is a downgrade in frame rate from one to the other, don't use the downgraded version of the thing just because you're assuming that the, minor majority of the market probably has the hardware to run things correctly, even though you can just easily look at the, sales of something like modern GPUs and see that those sales are down because they're too expensive and the economy of the world sucks right now. Hello. It's just, it's a whole fucking thing. I think, my shield's gonna break soon. I'm gonna be doing some combat, so I do want to make another, shield real quick. Let's see. The heirloom shield seems cool. We'll make one of those. Okay. Then here, we got nothing for that. Alright. Couple bits of iron. So we're not going to set up a new place or anything. What is that? Oh, that's a damaged Abak. I don't need that on me. Let's see. Gems. I'm looking in the wrong box here. Move the Abak away. Yeah, I need to go get leather strips and whatnot so we can make a bow. Ah! Placeholder item name. That's fun. You what? Okay, that was fun. The game's just being fucking weird today. Okay, moving on. So there's the hunting bow, and then there's the... Okay, we can't actually get any other kind of bow right now. It's just hunting bow. That's fine. We can still build it, though. Let's see. Wood scrap and metal fragments for arrows. And then elven wood we need hide scraps. We have hide scraps at the other place, but I think we could just easily hunt for hide scraps, too. Possible. You know what? Late morning? Yeah, we'll spend a day going and getting a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I got room in the inventory. What's this? Elven woods. Here you go. I got some room in the inventory. We'll go to the other base and grab some of those resources that it has. Nope, wolf. Oh, that's not a wolf. That's a deer. Yeah, that's why I need a bow, so I can shoot those guys.
I see prey ahead.
Yeah, the audio being out of sync with the actual game, though, the music cutting out half the time. That's exactly what that is the game's engine is just taking on the responsibility of rendering everything, and there's, like, next to no optimization in this game. Nobody paying attention to try count or anything. That's what causes that. Weird. Very weird. Alright. Back to it. Let's see. What do you got? Okay, we got hide scraps. Yeah, we need those. Basically everything from here. There's a goblin nearby. Okay, so I'm gonna take... take some meat. Leave the sunions. Probably doing a lot of crafting there. Mushrooms. We'll leave the mushrooms. I don't really need those. Thyme seeds. Yeah, I'll take those. Take some of these scraps. We'll leave a stack of scraps just in case. Actually, no, we already have one. Okay, that works. More seeds. Some musicans. A build lord tome. Ooh, we need that actually. Wood stuffs. We got wood stuffs back to play, so I just have to fix them up. And then Mahal's gift. Might want to use that somewhere else. Yeah, we'll leave the meat. Don't really need the meat. I got plenty of meat over there. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted really was the hide scripts. Okay. Good there. Okay. Get back to it. So build us a bow. And we can start hunting properly. Makes it easier getting meat and such, not to mention combat. I wonder if we can recover the arrows, or they're going to break when we use them. That would be really stupid if you can't recover the arrows. Like, what kind of shoddy dwarf craftsmanship would that be? I mean, it would make sense with a game like this where the tech side's ignored. If they have the arrows break for no reason. Alright, now we can do... Actually, I don't need the scraps on me. We'll just put them away. Put the scraps and things in here. I don't need that. Elven wood we have a pile for, actually. Seeds, that. That's kind of a gem. I'll just put that with the gems. We got a book for our shelf. I got other books way back at the back. I gotta set up map stones before I start doing all that, because there's no point in running back to the starting area to get that loot if we don't have a map stone. Because there's a map stone back in the other area, but we need to get steel in order to... We need, like, I think it's like black steel or something we need to fix it. But yeah, we need to be able to start putting up map stones before we bother journeying all the way back to the starting area. There you go. Okay. No, not study. Add at home. There we go. Okay. Oh, is that done? Oh, yeah, we were working on... I don't know, it's just on because we were messing around with it to make the shield, right? Yep. Okay. Make a bow. Only problem is now we don't have any arrows. So I gotta craft some of them. Really? I had only 15 wood scraps here? Oh, didn't need more wood. Okay. Did we put the arrows in the thing? Yes, so we know how much we got. That shield's just backup for when the wood shield breaks. Bows are not just for elves. Okay, so we gotta think about bows. Bows are not just for elves. A dwarf skilled with a bow can do quick damage from afar. While knocking an arrow is very quick, allowing for rapid shots, arrows do less damage than bolts and will not fly as true. Hold to aim and tap to fire. Okay. Okay. And I can't seem to get it back now that it's stuck in there. Great. That's not very useful. Trapper hat could be fun, but I have limited iron right now. Could be fun though, but yeah, no, we don't really need a helmet at the moment. Let me see. Oh, I do need some food actually. Okay, so we gotta go to the forge thing over that way. Okay. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's weird. I got an arrow sticking through my backpack. Guess that's to show that I have arrows. Oh, okay, you just tap. You don't even, like, draw it back. He just does it. Okay, this sucks. This is actually the worst. Wow, okay, note to self, sword is 5 times better than using the bow.
One more for me.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so the arrows are terrible. Can I at least get them back? Do I at least get the arrows back? Nope, I just get some wood scraps, I guess. Maybe? Nope, looks like arrows are a consumed ammunition. Because that makes sense, right? We all know that arrows are very shitty and will shatter on impact, and that you can't get them back. Except you can. That's kind of the point. Alright, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go do mining and stuff later. Right now I'm just trying to get to this forge over here. All up in this bitch. I can't see a fucking thing.
An elven forge in an elven hall within Khazad-dûm?
I need a replacement crank. That's fun.
My eyes.
Wait, now I have a forge. Now I have to go and... Okay, the furnace is cold. So wait, what do you need this for? I assume this fires the Great Forge. Makes it better. Wait, so I have to go back to my forge just to go forge the wheel piece. Oh my god. So I walked all the way over here for nothing. Okay, hold on. Let me put some lights in around here. Can see a little bit later. Oh, there is a statue. Cool. Oh wait, there's replacement gear. Probably need this at some point. I'll just move this over here. Okay, can you drop it? There you go. Drop. Oh, here's replace. Okay, I was about to say there should be something around here. You know, you would think. There we go. So I got a crank. Trying to light up the torches so I can actually see what I'm doing around here. Get the braziers going. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's see. How does this... We crank it from here? Okay, furnace is cold. That's great. What the hell do we need to do here? What the fuck is the problem? Alright, so we got crafting. We need a recipe list. Forge. We can now forge a replacement gear and a replacement crank. Large crank used throughout Dwarven works and large gear. Okay. Dwarven history. The friendship of Narvi and Celebrimbor. Friendship between the master dwarven craftsman Narvi and the elf lord Celebrimbor is one of the most well-known and respected amongst dwarves, elves, and other races. A symbol of friendship between dwarves and elves. Together, Narvi and Celebrimbor crafted numerous famed works at this elven forge. They had merged the great metal crafts of Khazad-dûm and Eregion to create such works as the Substance Ikeldine, the Doors of Durin, and much more. Few dwarf-elf friendships through the ages are so marked as theirs. Oh, that's cool. So Celebrimbor was the one that helped Narvi to make the Doors of Durin. Neato. Where is this? Where am I going? Oh, nowhere. Okay. Damage. Can I just repair it? It said it was damaged. Okay, there's like a large gear, I think. Yeah, we gotta put a gear up there. So that's why the gear was on this side. Okay, I see. I'm just lighten this up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, so we need the gear up here. I took it the wrong way. Okay. Gear time. Gear time! Gear time. Oh my god, can you please run slower with it? You're a friggin' dwarf! You think you would walk faster with this heavy gear in your hands. My god, man. Just get there, will you? I'm just... It's not super slow, it's just slower than it should be. It's pissing me off. Okay, got that. Now what? So the gear is there. That's damaged, right? So we got the gear and the crank in. Can we do something with this now? No. It might be something up here worth looking into. I'm just lighting all these up. It makes it easier to navigate around here without having to pull the torch out every 3 seconds. Okay, hold on. Is this any good against these guys? Okay, 2 shot. Not bad. Ah! Wolves! And this is why I lit up the area, in case I gotta do combat. Okay, so it is actually a hunting bow. It is not a combat bow. Great for shooting these guys, though. Okay, except when it misses for no reason, even though my cursor was obviously over him. So I would say that is less necessary with the wolves because they'll come at you anyway. I think it's definitely for the deer. You wanna be hitting the deer with that. Where the fuck am I now? Alright, now I'm on, like, this side of the world. I'm so confused. We have to do this in the forge, right? I mean, did we not fix it? Okay, looks like there's something up there we need to fix. Oh, silly me. I didn't look directly upwards into the darkness to see what I needed to fix. I'll go fuck myself. Okay, yeah, so we need stairs here. I, of course, have absolutely no wood scraps to make stairs. Okay, maybe a quick platform. Yeah, quick platform would be cheaper. I used every single wood scrap I had. I don't even have one left for a platform. I'm mad about it. At least the forge is lit up now. Oh, crap, it's twilight time, though. I got more wood back at the house. We'll just go get that. Where the fuck? I cannot see shit around here. I need to put up some torches or something, like actually build some myself. Really not liking the music cutting out half the time. Really not understanding why it's doing that. Okay, no, I said I'm gonna do mining later. I'm not gonna do mining right now. Okay, oh, there's some wood here. Okay, well, we'll take that back to the house. But I have wood. Wait, did I just pick up all that wood is just from that? That's crazy. Goddamn cursor thing again. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know what your deal is, but you need to stop that bullshit. Get back to the house. It's getting dark. Holy shit, there's goblins here. Okay. Actually, speaking of survival crafting and such, and music, RuneScape has a new thing they're doing. RuneScape's getting their own little survival crafting type game in early access right now. Kind of neat. It looks neat, you know. See, oh, that's right. I didn't have wood scraps back at the house. Okay, that's fine. We need to make some more arrows anyway. How many you got? Oh, I got 4 left. Okay. I'll craft a set, and then we'll keep this wood for building later. Yeah, I think there's the Adventurers pack. This is a good size pack. Larger packs with more inventory. Yeah, we're using the Scout pack, right? Yeah, we need the Adventurers pack. So I need actual hide. How the fuck do we do hide though? Can I craft hide? No. How do I do? No. Whatever. Gotta sort all my inventory here. Pantry. Yeah. Some food in there. Yeah, I think maybe if I take hide a bunch of hide scraps and combine them, they can turn hide. Like, we can refine them in some way, but not sure entirely how right now. Okay, well, it's nighttime. I'll just, see. Pause it on the woods. Actually, I'll just, get all, I only have 5 of those, and then, go out with about 12, that ought to do it. Stones are fine with me, stones. Just checking to see if there's anything I need to put down. Nope, we're good. Alright. Suppose it's Betty Bat time. We gotta get some food going first. We can wake up to food. Again, there's cabbages right outside. I got a whole stack of them, too. But, whatever. Done. Alright. So, we need to go build the forge thing. Yeah, there's some cabbages here. I'll take these for a snack for later. I gotta build, like, a bridge or something, because getting around these rocks is a pain in the ass. Well, you just walk right through the river. I don't know why I went up there before.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Okay, I do need some meat back at the house, so we're gonna hunt these guys real quick. Got him. So, I don't know if I'm getting sneak damage or headshot damage. Oh, okay, so you can get hide from those guys. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to get hide. You're not supposed to tan it, or what I was saying. So is it sneak damage or headshot damage that I'm getting? Must be headshot damage. I'll take it, though. That works. Alright. It's fine if we only get meat off those guys. There we go. Picking up food for later so I don't have to come out and get it. There's that. Alright, back to the forge. Forge looks good all lit up. Wait, we're missing some there, but I gotta... Before I go wasting my wood scraps, lighting that up for no reason, let me go handle this. See if I can just, yeah, all this fell down. Honestly, probably could just use stone. Could just mine some stone in the area and made like a slope or something. Should we do a quick platform or stairs? Okay, stairs want to snap there anyway. Oh, you have to build in your heart. What the fuck? Okay, quick platform then. So yeah, when adventuring, what you want to do is quick platforms. That better be high enough. Oh, it got like in the wall. Okay, well that's fine. All I need was a little lip I could grab onto. Oh good, I need a replacement pipe. Where the fuck do I get a replacement pipe? Do I have to go forge one? No, there has to be a replacement pipe nearby. All the other parts were nearby. It would be really dumb if this was not nearby like all the other parts, and you actually had to go make it. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Maybe it's over here on this ledge, and I just wasn't paying attention. Seriously, we're gonna act like there's no pipe around here? I'm gonna look around, like, heavily for this pipe, because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go make the pipe, and then later I'm gonna find the pipe. And I'm gonna be really mad at myself. Alright, I'm gonna light up the rest of this, though. Okay, I want to see if these guys take some damage off the bow. 3 shots, not bad. The wolves are 2. Look around and see if there's a pipe or something. There's more braziers to light up there, but they're way up there. So I can't see shit. Okay, so it'll use the elven wood or the regular wood, whichever one is fuel. for the braziers. It's kind of nice. Because, I mean, they're both wood, so yeah, obviously. Both would be a fuel source. Okay, so we can't... Still can't use this yet. I guess I do have to go home and build a pipe, because I'm not seeing one around here. Maybe these guys got a pipe. Hey, you got a pipe? Actually, wait. There was this area to the left. Maybe the game's hiding a pipe over here somewhere. Yeah, like up around the corner here. I should really build a brazier and put it here. Can I even do that? What can I build for, like, torches and things? Wall torch or standing torch. That's my only options. Okay. Oh, that's a bear. Oh, hi, bear. Okay, here's another little outpost. That's cool. Oh, good. Wood scraps. I need those. Give to Papa. Yo. More wood and a ward. Ah, my inventory's full somehow. I got too much food, I guess. Need some cabbage. And I guess we found one of Narvi's carvings. We could build a box over here if we had forged. Yeah, this could be a nice little outpost on this side. Yeah, we don't have any iron right now. Don't have any stone either. The fuck! All right, if this fucking cursor shows up, I'm getting pissed now, because that is unacceptable game design. You cannot, you know, just let that be a thing. Holy shit! You're annoying the crap out of the player. Do you know that? Do you realize you're annoying the crap out of the player? Okay. Yes, we gotta build a hearth, but that would take stones. I don't wanna. Yeah. I'm just looking for loot over here. You know? There's a bear. I don't want to fight a bear right now. What's these guys? Alright. Yeah, we'll come back to this area here in a second. What's this? Oh, this is somewhere we could put one of Muziken's carvings. There you go. There's 3 more to get. That gives me a little room. I could actually start picking up some stone to do a hearth. We can do small hearth. I don't really need a big one. But, yeah, no, we'll just... I don't even want that place. Go back here. I'm sorry, did we not just pick up wood scraps? No, we picked up elven scraps. I need to go back and get the wood scraps, because there's a whole bunch of wood scraps sitting over here, and I want them. There we go. Good bit of wood scraps to work with. I just like them if I need to build like a porch or something, you know? Wood scraps are important for that reason. Okay. Not to mention lighting some of these braziers. Lighting things up. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go home, build a thing, come back, and then the Great Forge will be lit. Then I guess we start making steel? I guess? I don't know. I don't really know what we're supposed to do with it. I think we're supposed to be doing steel with it, though. Seemed to be the idea, because I know... I mean, this is right... That's right there. This is here. Fuck. And the game was saying that we need to get steel to get to the next area. We need, like, better tools. Okay. Yeah, Wizard's Marker. I saw that one. We just Gotta go back to the house. Oh my god, with the sprinting. Just sprint for longer. Okay. Yeah, we see we need a steel hammer as well to repair some of these statues. Okay. I'm just checking around to lay things down. There we go. Okay, so now we gotta make, yeah, we got the pipe recipe. Replacement pipe. Thank God we have a lot of iron here. I didn't waste on stupid shit. Oh, good. I get to walk this thing all the way across the world. No, this isn't fucking obnoxious. Well, I guess that's why there's a forge around the corner, is so you can build there. I mean, we could have just built inside of the Great Forge itself, probably, just putting a hearth down there, but I don't want to, because then I would have had to run out here and get iron for it and all that. This will be fine. It's only noon. We got plenty of time to do this. You would think a dwarf would be smart enough to put it on its side and roll the damn thing. Like, hello. Wait, can I throw the bitch? Oh my god, we can throw it. Okay, there we go. Much better. Just don't throw it into the river. That would be really bad. We're gonna go carefully around the river before we throw this thing again. Thank God you have throwing, because walking the entire way with this would be really stupid. Hey, and it kind of rolls, too. I mean, the throwing is fun, but still, you think they could have at least put in an animation instead of just carrying it. It could have been like, hey, you know, this thing's a round thing, so you can move faster because you can roll it on its side. Like, seriously, who holds a circular object like this? Like, no, you would put this on the ground and roll it. Hup. No. Hup. There you go. Just so I can jump over here. I don't have to take the stairs. I need more hide. Fuck. God damn it, maybe waste all those arrows because the friggin' enemies in this game are so scary. Alright. I need more hide so I can build something else with. What was I trying to get a bunch of hide for? Some recipe or something. Let's see. The hell did I actually get a... Oh, the Adventurer's Pack, right. We're trying to get better inventory space. That's why I'm getting every piece of hide I can. Oh, hey, look. There's a guy in there. Hey, little dude. Okay, hold on. Bow. And then... Headshot. Nice. There's the thing. Okay... Now I gotta get this up there. Please do not fall down. Don't. Ah! How the fuck? God damn it, what am I gonna have to build a damn staircase or something? Just don't fall off. Just get up to that lip right there. Bro, you're a dwarf. Throw that shit. Don't fall. It's still going. Really? I'm sorry, did you guys see, like, the shitty Unreal Engine physics in that? Like, they just put a physics thing on it to make it a rigid body. Like, oh, well, go fuck yourself. Like, okay, cool. This thing that I yeeted 50 feet, by the way, I cannot do... Maybe it's an angle thing? Yeah, see, now I'm going higher. But down here, it goes lower. I guess because I'm on an angle? Like, what? How does that make sense? The further back you are, the farther you can throw it? As long as you're on a flat... What the fuck kind of science do you people do? That is not physics. Get up there, get up there, get up there. No! Holy shit! It's a fucking flat area up here that it hit, and it still bounced down and did that. This is the type of shit that makes me want to stop playing the game, honestly. Like, technical shit aside. I have other games that are much more satisfying with their physics than this. Like, what the fuck? Why did you guys need to make this physics? You could have just... I mean, it's cool. But again, This is the one moment where I don't want this to be like this. I can't even jump while doing this. I have to, like... See, I can't even... It doesn't even, like, go far enough. Oh, okay, and then it magically stopped that time. Even though that's exactly what it did the other times. Your fucking physics shit is stupid. Don't do that. Like, it's okay to have it roll if it's gonna roll, but when it's clearly not gonna move... Alright. All that just to turn on a fucking furnace. To be fair, it's a pretty big furnace. Okay, that was kind of sick. After all my bitching, I gotta say, this is kind of sick watching the furnace turn on. Is it gonna, like, light up the whole... Yep. There goes my frames. Jesus. See, it would have been really cool if there was, like, a thing where it torches and it goes all the way through the floor to light up the whole room, you know? Holy shit, okay, we just got a lot of stuff we gotta read.
Orc drums, get ready to fight.
Oh, good. The orcs are mad because I turned on the forge. Good thing I lit this area up.
You got orcs. That is all you've got?
Ah! Why can't I fucking roll? Like, what happened to rolling? Is this not... Alright, whatever. I don't know, maybe I got the wrong... Okay. Yeah, okay, all it's supposed to be rolling. There we go. It just wasn't working first. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Gotcha. You bitch. Roll! Run, Dwarfman!
This one's done in.
Go back. Shit! Run away! Gotta pick up the loot at the same time. Okay. As I said, the combat, not super great in this game. If I wanted janky combat, I'd go to Code and Exiles. It has a better technical side of things. Alright, stop fucking shooting arrows at me. I'm locking on the wrong guy. Why are there so many? Like, I know the game is built for co-op, but Jesus. Okay, you guys done? Okay, so there's like always a timer thing with the hordes. Which honestly makes you cut. I mean, you can get coins and stuff from them, which is pretty cool. But it almost makes you question why bother, you know, fighting them when it's kind of pain. Like if there was XP in this game, be like, oh, cool, we fight the horde, then we get some XP and we level up our guy and all that. But no, it's just doing that. Yeah, the combat is definitely janky. I mean, I fully agree with some of those reviews where, yeah, where they said, like, yeah, the combat's pretty fucked. Like, yeah, it's pretty fucked. Again, I think this game is like an 80-20 split. I think it's 80% base building and exploration, and just vibes, and then the other 20% is supposed to be the combat. So that 20% sucks, though. Because really, there are only two things to do in this game. Explore and fight goblins. But that's it. That's all you can do. Like, when you break it down, that's really all there is. Okay, so steel ingots are iron ore and coals. So that's something to do. Instead of making iron, you can make steel. Alright, we got the new stuff. We got the steel pickaxe. That'd be the first thing to make. Okay, so do I have to use the Great Forge to make steel? Or... Ooh, shield wall, that's new. Ooh, and a Regian spear. Cool. There's all kinds of stuff. So, do I have to do this, or can I do this at home? Maybe orcs. Forge's roar alerted a horde. After relighting the great forge of Narvi, the booms echoed through the whole mountain. It's no wonder it brought every orc within 20 fathoms down upon the chamber. Even the goblin men and the Moria orcs joined in mutual violence. Okay. Yeah. And then we got locations in Moria. The Great Forge of Narvi is hot enough to smelt steel ingots. It can be used to create a new steel pickaxe as well as weapons and armor made with copper in a special dwarf elf hybrid. Okay. So I gotta go home and get my shit now. I mean, I just don't have coal. That's the problem. So I got coal back at the house. It's already twilight. We'll head back to the house. We'll get that. And then what we'll do is we'll get the iron ore, which is right here. Because there's like a pocket of it right here. We'll get that on our way in. Don't fall in the river. Oh my god, I've got to get sprinting or something. Ridiculous. Yeah, steal a hammer. Need to make one of them too, eventually. Grab some of them apples. I think my armor needs to be repaired, because I got smacked up a little bit. Ah, placeholder item name. My favorite part about this game. Okay. Finally, the Adventurers Pack. Got enough hide for that. Sick. The irony being, now we don't have enough room in our backpack for it. Because our backpack's too small. That's kind of funny. Alright, Avak, gold coin. Then we got pantry, got some foodstuffs for that. Looking great on foodstuffs right now. And hide bits. There we go. Oh, you just swap the pack from there. Cool. Oh, so packs are like a real physical item. Oh, okay. That's cool. So you can have, like, bags inside of bags? Wait, how does this work? I think because it has items in it, it's a problem. No, don't rest, moron! I was trying to drop the bag. I thought E for drop, but no, I'll go fuck myself. Oh my god. This game, I swear. Okay. I was trying to open the bag. So maybe I can take the stuff out, and then... No, you can just carry the bag. You can't actually... So I can't put the bag away in any way. It's just, it's a physical world object. How the fuck do I put this thing down? Nope. Okay, so I have to switch to get that thing out of my hands, apparently. I'm sure there's a drop button, but still. Yay! This is a real physical world object, so I can't put this away in a chest. Or anything. Hold on, let me try something here. Swap the pack. Go here, take the pack off, put it into here. You can't store backpacks. I mean, I can understand not letting me put it in my inventory, because then I could have, like, infinite inventory, like bags inside of other bags. But this is dumb, because now I have this pack, which is great, but I actually don't need the other pack now, because this is almost 3 times bigger. So now I'm just gonna have this sitting around my freaking hut. Oh my god. Carry this, I guess. Where are we gonna put this? Oh, just stuck in the corner, I suppose. Roast meat. Cabbage while I'm out, I suppose. Okay, so I got all that. Anything in here we need? Not particularly. We need those arrows, though. I'm gonna take those with me. Why didn't it just automatically... Wait, what? Oh, those are elven arrows. Okay. Cool, don't care. Let's... I think we're good there. Now we just gotta go to the forge. We gotta take some coal with us. I'm gonna take a lot. I don't know how much steel. I'm gonna try and basically turn that whole iron vein into steel. We need wood scraps. Yeah, take a look. Take a little bit of everything. Why not? Dawn is at hand. Fantastic. Alright. Any other new fun things? We could make a trapper's hat just for funsies. Good. Definitely need some more arrows though. Those are good to stay stocked up. It makes 30 at a time. That's pretty good. Yeah, make a trapper's hat. Why not? That'll be fun. We have a hat now. Yeah, nice. A dinky little trapper's hat. It actually reminds me of what's his face in The Hobbit. Nori? No, Nori's the one without the hat. Nori's the youngest one. There's one of them that's got a hat that looks like this. He's got like little flaps on the side. What the fuck was that? Like the wind with like a horn or something. That was weird. What the hell was that about? I don't even know. Okay, what did it? Oh yeah, I was trying to repair my shit. That's what it was up to. There we go. We had a fight. But now my shit's repaired. Okay. We gotta get a little bit of stuff. Let's see. For the steel... What do we have? The forge, steel, something other. Come on, show me the steel. Where's the steel? There it is. Okay, we need 3 steel ingot. Okay. So to do that, we need 9 iron ore, and then we'll go make the steel at the furnace. That way we can get a better pick, and then we'll do the rest of the iron mining with the better pick.
Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Always good to get more hide. Never know when you can get something new to craft. Bing! The bows are terrible. I really need a crossbow. Fucking think, goddammit. I don't even think I need to sneak near those guys, but whatever. I mean, a little crab apple. Oh, having this rich inventory space is so nice. Fuck you. Ah, I got you, bitch. I'm telling you, man. That's unacceptable to have the cursor just pop up like that. That's basic year 1 game design, is to not have that happen. Okay, we should build a platform here. That way we can get to the higher area, and then mine it from there. Why can't I fucking... Yeah, walk around, jackass. Okay. Let's see, maybe there to start? It needs to be high enough where I can jump on it. That should be good. Come on. There we go. What? I was trying to sing. I hit X to sing, right? Oh, E for singing. Wrong button.
Now swing her strong and wail her song. Her heart will daze and wear. Hey, when the throat runs dry. Ale in my hand by the hearth. Ale in my hand by the hearth.
Oh, ho, ho.
Keep getting the iron. I know I said I was going to make the steel, but fuck it, we're already doing this, and it's not a very big ore patch to begin with, so I'll do this. Oh, I broke my shit, because the thing went away. Come on. Get there. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Give me the iron. God, this takes forever. The steel axe better be way better than this. Or the steel pick, whatever. The steel pickaxe. God, that took a minute. And some apples. Keep the food topped up so I ain't gotta think about it all day. There we go. Alright, we got a good bit. And I got this stupid thing again with the cursor. Why? Why cursor? I'd love somebody from the tech team to explain how they whipped it so hard on half this stuff. Again, I don't know the size of the team. But even if it's like, oh yeah, well the artists and tech team, they're all kind of the same thing. It's like 5 guys that made this whole game. Like, that's impressive. That's cool. You have a smaller team to do something like this. But also, hire one tech guy so that your other guys that don't know tech that well don't have to worry about it so much. That would be the thing to do. You have the Lord of the Rings license. That's big money. You would think. Alright. Yeah, we need... So we have to go to the furnace specifically. So... Steel and get... Wait, could we build here? I mean, we couldn't build the frickin' stairs. But I mean, the furnace is on. It's kind of like a hearth, right? No, because of course you would need to build a hearth in an area that... Whatever. Whatever, moving on. Yeah, we'll just turn this whole thing into it. There we go. Get 7 of those going. And... Yeah, so I was thinking if we're going to be in this area, but it's fine. Headquarters is right around the corner. If we want to build a base in this area, we'll just build around the corner there. Oh, that's a bear. That's a whole bear. Hi, bear. Why are you here? I don't want to fight you. Go away. You're smelly. Oh, my God. Hurry up. Wait, how long does each of these take? Fucking... 45 seconds apiece. I have to wait like 5 minutes for this whole thing to be done. I have to wait like 2.5 minutes just to get the necessary bits to make one friggin' steel pickaxe. Oh, that is dumb. Okay, we're gonna get a steel hammer now and a steel mallet. That's cool. Can I access this? Where is the cursor? Are you retarded? I'm sorry, it just pisses me off to think that there are people in professional capacities that are paid actual real salaries to make games like this, and they just shit the bed. How long did you guys work on this fucking game? And the basics are like the fucking cursor in the way, and I can't aim at the thing right to access the furnace. What the hell? Oh my God. No, I gotta know. I gotta know. We're taking a minute here. Fucking... How long was turn... Moria... Like, what was the development time for this fucking thing? Like, isn't it weird that we can know how long it took a film to be made? Like, that's a thing. But when it comes to games, it's harder to figure out how long it's been in development. Okay, this is saying... Wikipedia is saying it was a 2023 survival video game developed by Free Range Games. Okay. It was published by North Beach Games on October 24th, 2023 for Windows. That's not right. Unless it only went to Windows and it didn't go to Steam. It only arrived on Steam in August? Hold on. PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S were released in December of 2023 and August 2024, respectively. Okay, so... Huh? That's not what Steam says. Steam says August of last year. Or was it considered early access at the time? Development. Okay, the team did extended research, held book clubs. Yeah, they nailed the world. I'll give them that much. Like, I have no complaints there. Yeah, recreate the grounded real-world setting in Middle-earth. They did. Okay, I'll give you that one. But, I'm sorry, but how long... What was the release on this? Okay. There was a short cinematic trailer in 2022, right, in June, for the summer showcase on Epic Games. The game was originally planned to be released in spring of 23 and was eventually released October 23. Okay. Unless Steam is showing the updates to the game? That's the thing. Because we looked at Steam. Look at Steam. It says August 27th, 2024. Does that... I'm sorry. Does that mean you people have been on Epic Games this whole time? You spent a year with that exclusivity bullshit on Epic Games. Is that really what the deal was? You fucking serious? So the game has actually been out since 2020. This makes this worse. That's not even like... Because you guys released the game. Like, it wasn't early access or anything. It was released in 2023. And then it came to Steam a year later. So this game has been out for nearly 2 years. And it has received how many updates on Steam? Since its Steam release, what have they fixed? What have they done? Let's see. No, I don't want to hear, like, I just want to see updates. Like, patch notes. Ensure you have the correct build number on the main menu. You must complete the update before playing. Okay. Ensure you have the correct build number on the main menu. What? Couldn't your game just be updating anyway? Issues in large player construction bases where enemies could spawn midair and descend in the middle of a base. CGs should occur more naturally now. What the fuck? There was an issue where player planted trees would revert to a previous growth stage if lighting conditions changed. There was an issue where player planted trees would revert to a previous growth stage if lighting conditions changed. You're telling me you couldn't just put a fucking timer on it. You didn't even just put a timer on the trees. After a save/load, this could leave the trees in a broken state. The problem has been resolved. You guys actually used light to calculate tree growth rates for player-grown trees instead of just putting it on a fucking timer. Why not just put it on a timer? What? Finally, we resolved an older issue where customized dwarf physique like shoulders, waist, chest, belly adjustments would revert to default settings after equipping armor. This bug became more prevalent with the introduction of cosmetic armor. Okay. What was their previous updates? What else were they updating? Farming unlocks earlier. What? Wait. The farming shit was not even where it is now in the game. They had to fix that. So farming unlocks earlier, creating a new farm plot that can be built with stone and not granite. You used to have to get to granite instead of just stone to build a farming plot. Bat droppings can be collected from the ground, not just from bats. You used to have to kill the bats to get the droppings for the fertilizer, so you could use it for the plots. Bat droppings are found earlier in progression and are more abundant, and they had to tweak the bat populations. What were you people thinking with half of this? Our very first hearth extender construction is the field post. I'm sorry, come again? Resembling a dwarven scarecrow, this construction acts like a hearth in that it can create a new base or extend an existing hearth's range. Okay, so that was for the scarecrow thing we got. So everything we saw with the farming bit, that was not supposed to be there. We were supposed to get to farming later. And they had to adjust their own design because they couldn't think, hey, maybe you might want to get to farming proper. Crops now have clear growth stages. There weren't clear growth stages on the plants? Empty, a crop can be planted. Sprouting, a crop has been planted, can be uprooted, but the seed or plant is lost. Growing, a crop is in progress, can be collected for less than maximum amount. And ready, crop is done. Along with adjusting growth times to be slow, medium, or long, all farm plots now follow this progression. You didn't even do that. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Planting trees. We've added a new rune to the game, Barak, which unlocks when finding emeralds in the mid-game progression. When this rune is applied to a weapon and used against a tree, it will drop the new tree cuttings resource. Tree cuttings can be used to plant new trees. Pause. Hold the fucking phone here. You just recently introduced farming. You updated farming to be better, and you only recently made it so that players can grow trees to farm for wood. That wasn't even in your design from the beginning. What? Returning shields and helmets? When the game launched, both shields and helmets were intended as a form of expression, so they did not inherit the same power ramp that weapons and armor have. With the release of Cosmetic Wardrobe, they no longer have to bear that aesthetic responsibility. We have now retuned shields and helmets to closer match their corresponding sets and costs. What does that mean? 3 shields that previously only unlocked in Sandbox now also unlock. You had fucking shields in this game. You had shields in this game that were only unlocked in the Sandbox mode. But now they're usable in the campaign mode? Or they're unlockable in the campaign mode? Why would you have the same thing? 2 different modes for the same items? Wait, what? Are they saying it unlocked in that mode? Or... These are recent updates, by the way. This is not like, oh, okay, this was early on, they thought of this. Dude. They released this game in 2023. It hit Steam months ago. What have they been doing in the meantime? What were they fixing at launch with this thing? Okay. Let's share some information. Okay. Okay, October 17th. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. God, where's the end? How much did you people have to update this thing? August 26th. Forge Talk. Blah, blah, blah. Best built in Moria. Okay. So, we go up, I guess, here? Hold on. This is... Like, what the fuck, man? Also, I would love to know where the fuck this guy is. None of the orcs in the game look this good. What the fuck? Okay, that's the digital art exhibitions. This is around the time of launch. What was, like, their first update with the launch, though? What did they actually add? Devs demo the game and preview the upcoming patch. Okay, improved lighting for bigger, especially for bigger bases. Ability to mount epic items like the Zarok Torch and Wander Keg onto the wall. Fixes to reduce enemy patrols in base. Fixes to reduce enemy animation issues in combat. That's still kind of an issue. Better combat and ranged enemy behavior. It used to be worse than what we're doing now. What we're doing now is just they come towards you like this. Like, and then, like, they never... Okay. Improved crossbow experience. Imagine whiffing a crossbow. Orktown is now easier to find. Players couldn't find Orktown. Singing should no longer switch your voice. Why would it have switched your voice? That seems like a basic thing to get right. Okay. Right. So they already went over that. Networking issues have been resolved. So they had networking issues. That's fine. Servers do need to be updated for multiplayer games sometimes. They had a Duran's Day celebration. Okay, that's fun. What else were you guys fixing, though? Building in stability, gameplay fixes. Oh my god. Like, were you guys you just shoved out a game that wasn't optimized, and then you spent all the time coming up with, like, other shit. And so all of your time had to be spent going back and actually fixing some of your issues. Okay. Yeah, so dedicated servers alpha playtest. This update provides the ability to host and join a player-hosted dedicated server. I'm sorry, an alpha playtest for dedicated servers a year after the game was already on Epic Games. You didn't have the ability to do player-hosted servers on a multiplayer game where you're... okay, cool. Gameplay improvements, treasure pile management. Players may now see what is in a treasure pile, same as other forms of visual storage. No more losing where you put those black... Okay. Renameable storage. Players can now edit the display names of chests. You didn't have nameable storage. You had to patch that in? What the fuck? You just expected everybody to have chests with no signs? Dude, newsflash. Everybody that's ever played Minecraft, the first thing you do when they get a chest, they put a fucking sign on the wall to say what's in the chest. Iron, wood. Guys, in Subnautica, I had a chest dedicated to everything, and those had built-in signs on every one of them. For the big chests and the little chests. They all had dedicated things you could rename. What the fuck? Added controller sensitivity sliders, trees, and ubasum mushrooms now regrow after a number of sleeps. They will not regrow within a hearth radius. Pause. The fucking trees didn't regrow. The trees and mushrooms did not come back. What are you talking about? Player buildable version of the statue of Elbereth that unlocks it late in the game updated the redacted of Duran's axe to redacted in a much redacted way. Okay, that's cute. That's a fun little meme. Haha. I don't know what was happening with that at the time. Improves to gamepad navigation. Added recipes to craft iron ore from scrap metal and craft iron wood from. So okay, see that's fine. Wait, hold on. Craft iron wood from scrap metal and wood scraps, both unlocked at late game forges. You mean late game when you should have a ton of iron ore and stuff anyway. What? But it's even better. Yes, it's good to craft iron wood, but it's even better to get rid of those pallets of abundant early game resources. Okay. I'm sorry, but I think I need to stop playing this game. Like, if the devs could... Like, no wonder they didn't optimize the fucking game. These idiots didn't even think. Like, look at this. Performance improvements. Better CPU performance. Wow. That should have been... Dedicated servers 1.0 what to expect. That was January, when they did the dedicated servers thing. Now, again, I respect them for keeping the game up to date and not doing, like, abandonware on it. I do respect that, like, keeping the game going, but... Holy fuck, man. Like, I'm just... Like, what? Like, it now makes sense. At least there's a logic here. It makes sense that the same people who couldn't be bothered to let you rename a chest would also be not exactly worried about gameplay optimization for, you know, lighting and textures and things. Mind you, I'm playing the fucking game on the lowest settings, and it still has some hitching sometimes. What? I mean, again, do I think it's a terrible game? No. Do I think I want to play it more? Maybe in the future sometime, but as of right now, not a fan. I have other games I could play that would be fun to play, you know? Like this not so much. This not too much. Because, like, it, again, I really... Okay, let's strip away the Lord of the Rings aspect of it, right? Take away the fact that you're a dwarf in Moria and all the, like, really, honestly, the great world building stuff. Great world building. Your lore guys did an excellent job. Your artists have done an excellent job at displaying things. I don't know so much about their optimization of things, but, like, on the technical side, you guys have whiffed it. But, you know, the whole lore thing, I'm super into. You know, look at the ruins and stuff. This looks fucking awesome. Right? That's cool. You got the doors, you got Moria, you got the orcs and the goblin men, and, you know, you got all the lore bits from the appendices and things. That's cool. I think you nailed that part of it. But I think you ignored the fact that it's a video game, and not, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, if you take away everything that's Lord of the Rings about this game, and you just made this a generic game about dwarves, you know, coming into a fucking, you know, fantasy kingdom, you know, like, rename it, right? Like, don't involve Gimli or anything. Just be like, you are part of an exploratory team trying to uncover the ruins of one of your lost dwarven cities or something, you know? Cool. That would be the, like, so basically just strip away all the Lord of the Rings parts of this, and is it still as fun? No, not really. Not when there's optimization issues and, you know, there's like, how the fuck the thing that got me onto this in the first place was seeing the stupid cursor. Like, okay, see, now it's working, right? Now you come over here. See, now it's not even working. What is this? You have to be standing like, you can't stand here. You either have to be standing touching it. Is it touching it that's an issue? So I'm looking at it. Touch, 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 touch. Touching it is not an issue. It's a very specific area you must stand in. Or not. I basically have to stand on top of the fucking thing. Oh, you can use it from over here. Using it. Do you guys see the issue I'm having here? You're seeing the issue, yes? The issue that you should not be having. There's 4 sides to this. It should be as simple as a collision box. You stand in here. Okay, this is working. Cool. Come to this side. That's working. Come to this side. Doesn't work. How do you overlook that? Every side of this... Okay, this side's touchy. A little bit. This side's okay. This side... So these 3 sides are basically okay. But for some reason... You got this going on. Look, I'm standing like I did at all the other ones. But it has to be directly in the middle. Like look. There. Look. Nothing. Furnace. Nothing. Furnace. Nothing. Furnace. Oh, wait. Nope. Now furnace. I don't get it. It's... You can't look at this, so it's not like these 2 hitboxes are, you know... This one starts here. There's a clear separation from here to there. From here to there. From here to there. Why not just make it a circle? The thing's a fucking circle anyway. Why wouldn't you have just made it a circle that runs from the points of this around in a circle? So if you're standing within this circle, it's fine. That seems to be... like, but they have individual points on each side that you have to stand in front of. Like, right here, looking at it, cool. Looking at the anvil part doesn't make it go off. Like, you have to look at the middle, and you have to be standing, like, right here in front of the forge. You can't stand at the anvil. Like, I'm standing at the anvil, and I come back and see... This is... How is this acceptable? How did you people playtest this and thought, yeah, this is fine. This won't be an annoying interface at all. And again, like, on top of that, I should have known something was up when I couldn't scroll my weapon wheel. Oh, well, it's because there's things that are two-handed. Well, fuck it, just have an on-hand and an off-hand and switch that, like you have in friggin' Conan. You know, Conan's got a different... Like, okay. Am I mad at the game? A little bit. I'm annoyed with it. I'm not really mad about it. Because, like I said, I enjoyed the game. But I'm not gonna sit here and mess with the janky combat and all that for, like, I'm just gonna keep running across little issues that are gonna annoy me. It's something we can come back to, right? It's certainly something I would come back to because I like Lord of the Rings and I like dwarves and I like survival crafting, and so it's all very much working together in that way. But not at the moment, no. So, like, you know, yeah, fun game to solo, better with friends. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so the main thing I hear from people is like, oh yeah, fun, yay, if you like Lord of the Rings, there you go. Keep in mind, as I'm making this comment, there is a bug that can delete your world and character. Don't quit to desktop directly from world. That's what I've seen causes it. Quit to title, then desktop. How? How does exiting the game delete your world? What the fuck? Okay. Buffs are very underwhelming. They do not last long, making nearly pointless. Eating for anything more than food or health is more effort than it feels like it should be worth. I managed to find every forge except one before I finally found the Belaghost forge. Getting there had me fighting creatures well outside of the capabilities of my weapons. Once I finally found it, I didn't technically need it anymore. I mostly needed it just to unlock the ability to make ingots, but on the very same floor was the forge that makes mithril, so not entirely sure what the point was. Food was fairly problematic, not in the sense that I couldn't find food that kept me fed, so much as food that actually healed a reasonable amount, since this is what it was used primarily for, was healing, right? They had drinks, but you either have to sing for a while and then chug the drink, or drink 4 times before you're finally able to get the regen. There are no bandages, no medical kits. You can have hundreds of scrap of cloth, but apparently have no medical common sense. Big true. There didn't feel like there was any good direction, which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for all the directional choices you can make just trying to find where you're supposed to go. Traveling was fairly cumbersome until you're able to unlock the portal stones, or whatever they're called, at which point you need a gem. At that point was fairly rare to come across. I mean, later in the game, you end up with stacks and stacks of them, but pretty unreasonable struggle till mid-game. Yeah, so basically, I would be going till mid-game without fast travel, which would make getting between bases to get resources from my early bases to my newer bases a pain in the ass. Yeah, to unlock roads, you had to fix statues or find notes, fill in a book, or collect statuettes that you need to return to a specific location, as well as you need to find various forges, right? Yeah, that's not too bad. I actually like that aspect of it. Gear just didn't feel great. Gear grants you some amount of armor. That is entry is hit points that come off first, so if you get smacked 3 times, all your armor is broken, and then required you return to the repair station. Yep. Getting tired happens a lot. Yes. The tired meter is crazy. You have a horde meter that kind of indicates that the horde is going to come soon. This is based on the noise you make in a given section. Just mining an inventory full of ore could yield you a horde or 2. So I feel like some of this stuff they may have updated. No, because I posted this on April 10th with 50 hours, and he basically played the whole game, you know? Caring for your character is 90% of the game, and the other 10% is exploring and fighting, making this be not recommended. Yeah, I mean, what were other people even saying about it, though? Let's see. Duplicative content, don't really care. Poorly considered weapon upgrades. Yeah, again, with the mithril armor and all that. And yeah. Armors without identity. It's telling that my wife and I prefer the variety of starting outfits over almost all the craftable armors. The helmets in particular look awful. Yeah, it's a real shame when you get access to new gear and your first reaction is, why is this armor so pink? Or why am I making a new helmet with a dumb-looking broken horn? Good question. Lacking enemy variety. Orcs, goblins, goblin feel identical, just with different numerical values. Bats and moths feel similar. Wolves and wargs, drakes and fell beasts. Lighting. Underground lighting is difficult, but it's tragic when a game like this just ignores the fact that it is deep beneath the earth. Shafts of inexplicable lights, perpetually burning torches, but braziers that require fueling. Got a point. And bright, luminant ores, which cannot be mined, are perpetual in the mines, and large rooms can often be inexplicably illuminated. Okay. Need more varieties in songs? Yeah, I can see that. Short-lived buffs. Building woes. The experience of fighting an old collapsed structure, claiming it, repairing it, and upgrading it is pretty compelling. There is something satisfying about discovering something, making it your own. That being said, the rinse and repeat nature of areas often retroactively makes bases lack distinction. Similarly, being tied to a 90-degree grid also dramatically limits building. That's fair. But I can accept all of that. What I can't accept is the jankiness of the building. Getting pieces to connect together can be a nightmare. Filling vertical gaps is often impossible. There's nothing quite so unsatisfying as putting quick platforms end to end, only to have them shift at the last moment, get placed unsupported, and break. Oh, that sounds awful. I know building is tough, but there has to be a better way. Similarly, the shortcuts for crafting are so frustrating. XCVFB madness. Yeah, like, those are some pretty fucked shortcuts. The final boss was poorly handled. I'm not trying to spoil anything with details, but suffice to say that at the end, my wife said, "What? Was that it?" So overall, it was an experience we enjoyed, but I would never recommend it. Again, it's a shame because, yeah, like, this is like, if you want to dick around and not do much, and you like Lord of the Rings. Like, that's what this game is. It's not really a game. It's just to appreciate. This game is to Lord of the Rings video games what The Hobbit was to Lord of the Rings. Is it stupendous? Like, those are, like, are you going to get, like, War in the North type vibes from this game? No. It's not going to give you, like, movie main character vibes. Are you going to enjoy it if you like dwarves and hobbits and things? Yeah, sure. Cool. Dwarves and such. Yeah. But no, it just, again, this feels like one of those games where they, said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you could be in the mines of Moria with your bros? And I think that's the problem, is they started this game from the idea of play with friends. And I will say this. I say this every time. The qualifier of any video game being fun with friends, that just means the game is bad. Like, oh, it's better with friends. Okay, then the game sucks. Games, even if a game is co-op, unless the game is something like Split Fiction or It Takes Two, those are games that are literally designed to be team games, right? That's, hell, even Marathon. If you look at the Marathon gameplay overview, the narrator, the announcer guy was like, yeah, this is designed as a team game with team compositions. This is a squad-based thing. You need 3 people. That's the idea. But if you're gonna play it alone, you can go in as like a lone wolf, and that's an extra challenge. But they make note to say this is a team game. This, I mean, it can be played just fine by yourself, but it's just like, again, that's the problem with a lot of survival crafting games, is how well does it work for the solo player. Subnautica is all about being solo. There's no co-op, let's see other ones, something like 7 Days to Die. Even 7 Days to Die and Conan Exiles, it's still pretty cool solo, because it's like you're building up your base, you're getting these artifacts, you're exploring, you're taking out enemy camps and stuff. And especially if you're doing that like solo, like that's cool. That's a cool challenge. But that's because the combat is kind of good. This combat is janky, so fighting by yourself means all of the enemies are going to come at you, which is annoying. And then you have the building elements of every time you turn around, you got to get more and more resources for shit just to build like 2 bits of something, It's just one of those things of, again, do I think the game is bad? No, not necessarily. It's a fun game. It's just I don't want to do this right now. It's not super on it. It's kind of like what happened with Raft. It's just a little like, yeah, it's a fun concept, but there's some frustrating bits to it. I'm just clicking through here just for the sake of it. Sometimes something pops up that's actually interesting. But yeah, no, that was Forever Skies. What is these? First-person horror game set on post-apocalyptic Earth. What the hell is the idea here? Oh, cool. You got like a little base, like a flying base. That's neato. It's actually got Planet Crafter vibes to it. Ooh. That does look kind of neat. Mostly positive. Has a... okay. Each and every one of these is literally copy-paste last one. I had to stop playing when I reached the second small town and outpost and saw the same "Let's color the world" PDA message next to the recoloring machine blueprint. Some people are liking this. Not expecting close to it. Very disappointing that basically every POI in the map is copy-paste. That seems to be the complaint there, is that it's the same thing everywhere you go. Yeah, okay. Alright. I just looked at that. Yeah, this is the new one from RuneScape, actually. This is Dragon Wilds. Dragon World, or the fuck? Dragon Wilds. It's their own little take on a, exploring, open world, survival crafting type deal. But you can tell it has that kind of RuneScape art style to it. Especially this guy. This guy's got big RuneScape vibes to him. I like it. Like the hat, Yeah, that one looks pretty neat. That's on the list just so I keep track of it. See how it's developing later. But yeah, no, it's just... am I gonna stream properly today? Because, like, we didn't even do 2 hours of this. Maybe, I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with streaming stuff. Astroneer would take a while, and I don't know if I want to get wrapped up in Astroneer right now. Let me check the library here, see what's good in the hood. I mean, obviously we're gonna go, like, uninstall this. I'm not gonna play this, so it's a shame, it's a shame. But I think that's something Tectonica, like, I'm so over Tectonica, and I can't see myself pulling another Tectonica where I have issues with the game, and it's like, oh my god, I actually don't want to play this, and then I keep playing it, just to try to get through and try to finish it for no real reason. I mean, it's just, okay, we just won't play the game. It's that simple. Like, just put the game down. Yeah, I don't know. So, let's go free this up. Uninstall that. Excuse me. I mean, 8 hours deep. You think we would at least have like the next tool set, even like 8 hours of gameplay for. Like we had just gotten to steel ingots at that point. And again, that could just be me exploring or whatever. But it's you think you'd be a little further along. I mean, in 8 hours of something like Subnautica, you're a quarter of the way through the game or whatever. It's just, I don't know. Let me check library here, see if there's anything pops out at me, actually. Anything fun, anything groovy. World War Z. Try that at some point, maybe. We do a tech test of that, to see if... Good. Oh, good. It was just like a whole lot of zombies you gotta kill. Big thing, so... Not sure about the frame rate on that one. I hear Dredge is good. Let's see. There's the Lego games. Can play those. No, I'm not... Like I said, I'm kind of in a building mood. I could do Conan, honestly. Like, I could actually go for Conan Exiles, but... We could do Astroneer as well. I want to settle in and do some base building stuff, you know. Play a little Astroneer and mess around with that. Midnight Suns. What else is there? Yeah, I don't know. Trying to see. I'm just looking through. Yeah, okay, wait. It's going by recently purchased. I want to go by alphabetical. There we go. Started the A's and work our way down. Let's see here. Because there's, I mean, yeah, as you can see, it's a big list here. I'm not even sure I have certain things in here. Let's see. Beholder, Beyond Blue. We do need to play Bioshock at some point. Should do that. Because I've played 2 and Infinite on the channel, but going back to play Bioshock properly would be kind of fun. See, anything good? Like I said, I'm just scrolling through to see if anything jumps out at me before I go settling on Astroneer or something. Oh yeah, Dauntless. That game's like dead. I don't think anybody plays that really. Yeah, I was actually into Dauntless for a bit, but it just nah. Let's see. Deus Ex, Dishonored, could do some stealthy stuff, you know. I don't know. I'm trying to see. Got any other kind of buildy type games that I might have forgot about? Because it's honestly between maybe like Astroneer and Conan right now in my brain. But I do want to go through here and give this a fair shake, and you know, there might be something worth looking into. Let's see. Anything good? Not particularly. There's a ton of Lego games. I've got all 3 Lego Batmans, Lego Builder's Journey. It looks like a puzzle game of some sort. I don't even know. I just, basically this whole library is just whatever Epic was giving away for free that week. Let's see. Anything good? Anything good? Magic Legends. Isn't that supposed to be like the MMO or whatever that Magic the Gathering's doing? I don't know. Marvel's Midnight Suns, Maneater, see. Mortal. I don't know if people can still play Mortal, but yeah. Yeah, there's quite a bit in here. Yeah, Petals of Eternity Definitive Edition. Let's see. Relicta. Good. Ah, Rogue Company. I miss Rogue Company. It's a shame it died. It's actually quite a fun game. Quite well put together. Let's see. Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4. Satisfactory. We could get back to Satisfactory, but we just did Tectonica. My brain is like not here for a factory game right now. And we'll get back to that someday, but not right now. God, what a backlog. See, Battlefront 2. All sorts of stuff. Main collection, Evil Within. Yeah, gotta play that at some point. There's Last Stand Aftermath, but I want to get the Last Stand collection first, so we can play through those, and then we'll play Aftermath. Outer Worlds, do a little RPG maybe. But Outer Worlds, I'd want to do multiple run-throughs, like at least two, like, you know, one and the other. The Mechanicus, yeah, we need to get back to Mechanicus at some point. Ooh, excuse me. World War Z, and then ukulele stuff. Okay. Okay, so nothing much there. Yeah. Cut off on Once Human, honestly. I've been wanting to get back into that. Try that out. Kind of a. Oh, they're gonna change the name of the servers, apparently. Let's see. Player feedback awards. Working with our players is essential. The co-dev feedback platform. What the fuck is this? Every level suggestion reflecting your level of support for at the same time we continue to monitor and engage. They were compiling the feedback we received most recently. Let's see which issues have been addressed. Completed optimizations. Your suggestions show us the way forward. Thank you for feedback. You're the reason. Okay, that. So what are they on about? They have received 125,000 feedback entries. Wow, that's a lot of input. Every valuable suggestion reflecting on support. Yeah. Okay. Okay. They're still working on it. It's just they're going through a backlog of, like, there's shit we cannot change yet. We're still fixing things. But, you know, this is the kind of transparency I do like. Is, you know, this is literally posted yesterday. They're like, yeah, we're working on stuff, guys. We got your reports. We see it. We're doing stuff. Yeah. Let's see. This game should introduce more co-op content, more building options. Yeah. I can see that. Stop with the loot boxes and add them to the store where you can buy them outright. Wait, what? Huh? Stop with the loot boxes and add them to the store. Okay, that wouldn't be stopping. That would be putting them in the store. Hello? Let us start silos and rifts without teleporting to a tower and then take a vehicle to start a silo rift. Yeah, that's fair. Character resets apparently are a thing. I don't know. Like I said, I have not gotten very far. I mean, I've only played it for like an hour. But definitely intriguing. Honestly, yeah, I think Astroneer is probably our best bet right now, because there is Conan. I do want to do a little action, though. I don't know. Because Conan does have the action part of things. And I do like me some Conan. But again, Conan will take a while to beat, too. Just... yikes, Captain. I don't know. There's also 7 days. Try and get into that. Because why not? I don't know. Maybe I should just mull it over for the rest of the day and figure out what I'm doing and just take a chill pill today on the streaming. Also a possibility. We could go through the Master Chief Collection, actually, now that I think about it. We could go play Halo. Play some classics. But again, if I start playing one, I'm going to play all of them. You know? I don't know, I'm just trying to think of, like, what I would want to get involved with lately. Because we still need to go back to Kings of Amalur. We're still trying to do that story of things. You know? But that is a fun game to do. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just take a chill pill today. Chill out, do some stuff on my own, and then figure out what we're doing next. Because I do have options. I'm not sure particularly. You know, there's also Astroneer here. But, I mean, we've already been here for like 2 hours doing this, so really, if I start another stream, that would be like another 4 hours today that I wasn't planning on using, or I could make it 2 hours. I could just switch this stream over to something else, but then that's just 2 hours of that, and yeah, I don't know. So there's Astroneer. We could at least get started with Astroneer. If we did like 2 hours of Astroneer, we could get pretty far in 2 hours. Just too bad. Basically, the main thing to do with Astroneer would be play it, explore the planets, hang out, do that, and then do the whole whatever. Getting like fully done with the game. I said that, I don't know. There's just I'm in a meh lately, you know. Like I said, I wasn't even really up for Moria today, but I'm just like, we'll just not do Moria anymore. 7 days could be good. Something about 7 days would be good. Okay, why did I just get that? Die 14 times. There's an achievement for dying 14 times. Okay, cool. When did I guess I was playing this last, 2 years ago. Yeah. And I did that. Yeah, see, because I've done a little bit of time in 7 days, but I was waiting for the 1.0. Storms Brewing version 2.0. What is this? Okay, so they're delayed it, but the good news is more new enemies like the one picture. Ooh, that's creepy. So they're adding like some new thing for Storms Brewing, like a big update thing. Kind of fun. What have they been doing lately on the build? Music, Twitch sharing, sleeper volumes and things. Just little adjustments. Yeah, I don't know. Because when I think feature complete, Astroneer definitely comes to mind. That's one of those that is definitely feature complete. It's all there, it's all playable, you just go through the story and you're done, you know? And then there's little DLC stuff going on, but other than that, the game's mostly just there, chilling. You know what? Yeah. Do I end this stream and then we just start Astroneer? And do like a little 2-hour mini start to that? Because it'd be a way to start it, that's for sure. Then we could go from there. Let me check my Discord here. I get some notifications about things. Announcements. Typical announcements. What else? Not much going on Discord right now. Okay. Just like to keep up to date. Alright. Yeah, I think maybe that could be something to do. I just stop this stream, let it be its own thing, and then we do some Astroneer. But as you can see, I've already played through the game, basically. It's just, I'd play it again, but then this time we're doing it proper, just chilling, you know? So this could be our chill stream. Then again, like I said, I've already seen it. That'd be something to do later, you know? Yeah, you know what? Let's uninstall this for now, because I don't even need this on my hard drive. I mean, it's only 3 gigs, so if I need it back, it takes 2 seconds to download. But, yeah. There's also Autonauts. We never did get through Autonauts. I played this years ago, back when it was like... I played, like, the itch build years and years ago. And then there's also Autonauts versus Pirates. It's a whole other... That's, like, their sequel. So... Yeah, Astroneer, I don't know. Maybe... Yes, so Astroneer's out. Maybe Conan. I do like the idea of Conan. Maybe we do some Conan. That'd be kind of fun. Jesus Christ, it takes 108 gigs, though. We can't just download that right now, can we? We'd have to come back to that. Chimera. Or in the next day, I don't know. Let's see, I'm just like I said, I'm kind of in a malaise right now. Kind of, one way or the other. We could check out a little Once Human. I wouldn't have to start, I wouldn't be starting a new character or anything. Just because I already made a character on there. And also, I didn't even, like that hour, that's basically just me setting up the controls and, you know, doing whatever for the tutorial. I got like to the start of the base tutorial thing, like where like it got out of like the starting area and it put me in the player base thing, and I haven't even looked around there that much. I just kind of, am there in the game right now. Just give me something to look through. I don't know, maybe. Me. Gotta make a decision on something. We got lots to do. Like I said, I think today I'm just kind of in a malaise of things, and maybe we play a little Once Human. We played a little Defiance yesterday. Maybe we do a little Once Human today. We'll do that. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and stop this stream. Then I guess I'll start another one that'll be Once Human-ish. Or I could just go rename this stream. Just yeah, we'll just rename the stream. Why not? Let's do. Okay, what's Dave saying here? They had an update on DaVinci Resolve where they're changing the keyframe editor. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing here? Actually, you guys don't need to see this. It's all just background crap. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to the live thing. Because I really don't feel like stopping this stream just to start another stream. It's just like we could just do this. We'll just do that. We'll just say let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see my. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll just keep the Return to Moria thing and all that. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll just leave all the stats, everything. I just need to change the title and the description a little bit. So now it's we quit Return to Moria, and then we're gonna try out Once Human. So simple. Don't need to change anything. Because if I do that, then I have to do the pop out chat again and all that, and it's and then just for what, a little 2 hour here, 2 hour there. I might as well make them one nice 4 hour thing. Okay, so we're gonna try Once Human. The game actually runs pretty well from what I was playing before, and that should bode well for streaming such. But we'll see. I can adjust further because I think I'm on like maybe medium settings right now or something. But yeah, we'll do this. I think I have a custom key set for this one actually. I'm gonna go check it out. Okay. Come on, G-Hub, be a bro. Probably should open G-Hub first, but There we go. Here it comes on the side. Come on. Things always so laggy. Yeah, I think I did do a thing for Once Human because there's like a couple of different buttons. Oh, I actually have not made one for Once Human. Yeah, because I just dabbled in it. But I think I got everything set for the most part. I just gotta... We'll do that. Go manage our profile and whatnot. Okay, and then I just gotta duplicate that. There we go. They go all the way to the end of the list. Okay. Once Human. Back. Okay. So now we can change up the buttons. Little loud. Okay, this is fun. Where's the game? Oh, there's the game. Okay. It's not in my taskbar, though. Why the fuck is the game not in the taskbar? I guess it's not technically up yet. It's just, you know, downloading the patch and all that. Okay. I need to get some water before we start. Creepy as fuck. This big dude. Okay. I'm muting the music for right now because I can barely hear myself talking, and I know that's probably not the greatest balance for you guys. So I want to mute it for a second before I get it fixed. Because it's just on the load screen right now. It's just that same music over and over again. Not missing anything in that regard. Come on. Get in there. Once Human. It's all creepy. I don't know what it is with the Asians, man. They always like the weird, creepy stuff. Okay. The fuck is this? Latest news. All sorts of MMO news type things. It's fine. Go away. Okay. Let's check the settings here. First up, sound. Yeah. I think I should just go ahead and let everything about 50 that I do it. That should be fine. Because everything else is balanced already. Because I was kind of dicking around with it. Should be fine. And there's live stream mode. Copyright music in game will be blocked. Oh, good. Thank God I don't have to deal with that crap. Okay. I got that. Full screen, all that. Yep. Take the graphics. Let's see. Yeah, there's only windowed and full screen. I don't do that. So, performance graphics. Yeah, we're on high right now, which the game actually runs decently on high for me. So it should be fine, but we'll just adjust as needed. There's nothing super wrong with it. Yeah, VSync's on, motion blur's off, vegetation density is a little lower. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. There's like controls for vehicles. Yeah, it's like standard controls, vehicle controls, and then there's building and exploration. They have like fishing controls. You can actually rebind the fishing controls specifically, which is pretty fun. And there's like swimming, you know, like swimming gets its own tab. So that's actually one reason I like this game, is they have a lot of good options to start with, which is pretty good. Okay, so it should be fine. I don't know what an Eternal Land is, but yeah. So, did I name my guy? I think I named my guy Harmon, actually. Yeah, I think that's what I did. So as you can see from the general aesthetic here, it's somewhere between like Death Stranding and Control. It's got this weird vibe to it. But I'm into it. So yeah, we'll be right back. I'm getting 60 in the menu. Yikes, Captain. Yeah, I'm getting 60 in the menu. It was saying 59 a second ago. Maybe it was just a little scene switching thing. I don't know. But yeah, I will be right back. Gonna go, get some water, and then we will start with Once Human. So stay tuned. return. We're back, boys. Coding overloaded because reasons. I was switching with the AFK scene. I think that's what it was. Should I change things now or should we just see? Like I said, high was running pretty good for me, but yeah, we can just change things later. It'll be fine. So we got our little dude here, Harmon. See, I don't know what an Eternal Land is, because there's like Enter Game and then Eternal Land. I think Eternal Land might just be like a public hub where you can hang out and do mini games and stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. Cross-character sharing roles. How does this work? Overall story game built on multiple scenarios. Its cross-character system allows all characters on the same account to share assets and items, giving players greater freedom and convenience. Oh, that's cool. So you can actually have multiple characters. You can have like one that's built for damage, and that's your main thing you use for combat, and then somebody else is built for just gathering and, you know, or something like that. Only characters on the same account and in the same region can share assets, of course. Any system or cosmetic that supports cross-character sharing will be labeled cross-character. Cool. After version 1.4, some systems require you to log in with each existing character to sync their data. On the server list, unsynchronized characters will be labeled as not yet activated. Okay. There's cosmetic sharing, currency sharing. Cross-character sharing applies to these currencies. Okay. All kinds of shit. Right. As you can see, they detail a lot of stuff in this game. They get in-depth. Alright, let's see. Powerful rift entity Menibus is invading our world. In the Prime War, you must find and gather comrades, quickly announce power, drive basically, big bad evil creature thing, shoot it in the face. Basically. So it's part Remnant, part Death Stranding, and part Control. It's all kind of, yeah. But the mostly for the gameplay, it's like Remnant. It's, you know, third-person shooter, fucking MMO, loot grabbing, boss fighting type thing. Chalk Peak is the cult of creation's birthplace. Over the years, the Marauders have been heavily influenced by their ideas. Oh, neat. Hey, controllable tip thing. Nice. Rainfall Reapers. Summoners that hide in the darkness. Rainfall Reapers always appear with a dark, sticky liquid. Watch out for that thin umbrella. Okay. Crocodiles! Wait, what? Even crocodiles managed to survive Starfall. Who'd have thought it? I mean, 2 million years of evolution unchanged. It's the perfect creature according to nature. So yeah, I would expect crocodiles to survive. Let's see. Memetics. Spend ciphers to understand memetics in the memetic screen to unlock all kinds of formulas that will help you survive out in the wilderness. Okay. In the gear interface, you can save current gear as a preset for easy switching. Oh, nice. Public crisis event. There's never a quiet moment out in the wilderness. Look out for randomly triggered public crisis events when not exploring. Oh, cool. So kind of like Guild Wars, you have the world events that happen. You can hop in. That's fun. Fast traveling. The signal tower icons on the map are teleportation towers. Spend energy links to fast travel between activated teleportation power. I don't like the sound of that. Is there a way to gather these energy links? Or I don't know. Blueprint fragments. Weapon blueprint fragments can be found in mystical crates outside in the wilderness. Collect enough fragments, you'll be able to craft the weapon yourself. Okay. When out in the wilderness, don't let yourself become weakened due to hunger or thirst. Yeah, because there's like some survival crafting elements to it. You gotta, yeah, as you can see, we got the base building and all that here. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to change some stuff. Because already I'm seeing like 50 FPS here. The game itself is running good. It's just that OBS isn't playing nice because OBS needs my PC's resources, and so does the game, and so they're kind of fighting right now. Gotta get the girls to play nice together. Let's go to low. Switch graphics quality. Shader loading will take a few minutes afterwards. Okay. So it's gonna recompile the shaders for a second. Which is good. Like, I don't mind it if it makes the game run well. This is one of those instances where everything they're doing with like loading shaders and taking a while in the loading screens and booting up the game takes a minute, you know, because they're reinstalling and patching the information and redoing the cache. Like, that's fine. You know, I don't mind a little extra wait if the game actually runs correctly. And for what I played so far, once even it seems to. But I played a small part of it, so we'll see. I'm just seeing if this is streamable or not. And if it is, we'll spend the next hour and a half doing this. Or hour, maybe. I don't fucking know. But, yep. I feel bad, though, because I made a bunch of Moria thumbnails. Yeah. When I make thumbnails for shit, I'll make them, like, in a batch of, like, 10 or 15 or 20, you know? Just so I don't have to go back and make any more for that playthrough. But, yeah. Alright. About done here on the shaders. So that should be good. So I just threw everything to low. Good help. How are we doing now? Doing better. Better than it was. I'm seeing 59 still over there. Okay. Then we go for the big boy. Graphics. And then we go to very low. So it seems to actually cache the shaders for each setting for like low, very, very low, low, medium, high, and all that. So all the different possible graphical settings has different shader caches, which is good. So ideally, it'll, you know, cache those and be like, and then you're able to switch between those more readily. Oof. Takes a minute though, but you know, doesn't take too long. Just takes a minute getting there. Like I said, the game itself, when I play it like by myself, this is one of those games where I might just have to play it by myself, and you know, we might not get to do it. But yep, but that's all right. This is just a test anyway, so if it is, great. If not, then oh well. I fuck off the rest of the night. I download Conan Exiles, maybe play that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Because I think the ooh. Whoa. Hey. Stuck in a lamp. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Like, is there any... Because I threw everything down to low. I mean, that's as good as it's going to get. It can't possibly get better than that. Yeah, no, everything's on low. But you can see the style of the game is unchanged, which is pretty good. It's just, yeah. Performance boost is off. Yeah. So, like, I actually don't need the performance boost. It's that OBS is being a little bastard about it, and that, you know, it's not working as well. The game itself, there's not a problem with. So I'm not going to get mad at the game for the game doing its thing. Like, that's fair. That the game is like, hey, we're going to take all the resources to make the game run, you know, which is totally fine as long as it doesn't like, because that's the thing is if you take up all my hardware resources so I can't like watch something like watch a movie on the side while I'm grinding something, that's one thing. But you just have to make sure it works right. Actually, come to think of it, we do have Elden Ring. That might be something to get into. I don't know. But yeah, once human I'll definitely play on my lonesome. Might even play some tonight after stream. Who knows? Let's see. Elden Ring we could test. And then back on Elden Ring in a minute. So that's possible. Because I know the last time we tried it, it just wouldn't even get past the starting like load screen. It wasn't even working like that. So here's what we'll do. We'll bring up the task manager. Because now I'm just dicking around, you know. Because I like I said, if I couldn't play once human, I'd just end the stream anyway. So, yep. Let's go over here. Okay, got that ready to go. It should be good. Okay, so we got task manager up on the side in case we gotta do something with that. But it should be good. Let's see, go to installed locally, Elden Ring. So we'll see if Elden Ring actually plays. If so, yay. If not, meh. You know. Well, I just want to see if I can even get it past the first little load screen it had. But regardless, I'm gonna end the stream. We're not gonna play Elden Ring today. But if it does, then hey, maybe we play Elden Ring tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, I want something kind of new, you know? That's the reason I want to play Astroneer. It's like, it would be fun to just chill in Astroneer and do whatever, but, you know. Yeah. It is what it is. I want new experiences, you know? So we could do Conan, we could do Elden Ring, whatever. Conan's 108 gigabytes. Like, that's a fat fucking game right there. What's crazy is, Call of Duty has somehow become this thing with like Warzone and all that. become like 180 gigs or 200 gig updates for that.